How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to World of Tanks. New week, new episodes, so let's kick off this week with yet another news episode. Because once again I have a lot of exciting topics to cover, featuring new upcoming tier 8 premium Centurion Mk 51 RAAC or RAAC, however you would like to pronounce it, the really buffed looking Centurion, together with some more changes to the Clan Wars vehicle, plus new camos, new camo patterns, maybe coming into the game as well, and one of the first maps, one of the oldest maps in this game called Provice, that was removed maybe even 4 or 5 years ago, is coming back into this game because its new high quality HD version is under testing. All that and maybe even more in today's episode, so without further ado, let's jump right into the action.
Let's get right into the news.
And let's start with this new upcoming tier 8 premium British medium tank called Centurion Mk 51 RAAC or RAAC, however you have to pronounce it, I don't know. But this tank in fact comes from Australia because it was in service with the Australian tank units. So what this tank has to offer? Centurion Mk 51, also known as FE4011. It was actually one of the modifications of the post-war British tank called Centurion Mk 5. It had some upgrades, increased armor and some double machine gun action, 1.30 Browning and 1.50 caliber Browning, but in World of Tanks sadly it is not going to make any difference because we are not able to use secondary guns. But from those HD pictures and from that little 360 footage we are able to see that it is a little bit like a more detailed Centurion, a little bit more buffed. I have to say I like how this tank looks. All the extra details they had, something extra to this vehicle. Rear seems to be interesting. Like, what is in the rear? I don't know. Toolbox maybe something like that, I don't know. Anyway, what I'm able to share with you today are first details. So as always, let's start with the firepower. It comes with OQF 20 pounder gun type B parallel, and its penetration values are as followed: 226 with regular rounds, exactly the same as on Primo Victoria, a premium Centurion version. Penetration with premium rounds 258, and HE gives you 42 millimeters of penetration. Damage values are also exactly the same because it is a standard 20 pounder gun, 230 with regular rounds and 280 with HE rounds. Reload time 7.19 seconds, rate of fire 8.34 seconds. Damage per minute 1919. All the firepower stats together with penetration, damage, reload time, rate of fire, damage per minute are exactly the same as on Primo Victoria. So I can tell you that right away, if you enjoy playing with your Primo Victoria, most likely you are going to enjoy this vehicle as well. Next up, let's talk about survivability. Hit points 1400. Hull armor is nothing special, but it is kinda expected. 76 in the front, 50 on the sides and 38 in the rear. All the Centurions, they do not shine with hull armor, but turret armor is amazing in this game at least. 254 in the front, 88 on the sides and 88 in the rear. So this vehicle is hull down beast once again. As you were able to see from the gun handling, because this vehicle has 0.316 accuracy, 0.32 rounded up, aiming time 2.21 seconds, gun elevation plus 18 degrees and gun depression minus 10 degrees. So get this vehicle hull down and you are going to be golden. Turret traverse speed 37.5 degrees is not the fastest turning turret, but at least the other medium tanks are not able to circle you to death. And hull traverse speed is 36 degrees per second. Now accuracy 0.32 or 0.31 or whatever it can be is okay. I can say I can work with that, but aiming time for this kind of alpha damage for this caliber over 2 seconds, this is not something you can brag with. D44-100 has a lot better aiming time, for example, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and Progetto has a lot better aiming time as well. It can easily get it under 2 seconds. Now next up, let's talk about mobility, because this vehicle has some more fat. It is 51 tons heavy vehicle with 53 ton weight limit or load limit. Engine power 950, not bad guys. Specific power 18.63 horsepower per ton, so this power to weight ratio is really awesome. Top speed 50 moving forwards and 20 moving backwards. I respect that as well. And terrain resistance numbers 0.95, 1.05 and 1.8, which is pretty standard, I can say. So this is not going to be the slowest Centurion on the battlefield. 950 horsepower engine, I respect that. Concealment values, I was surprised. I do not know if those values are over here without anything and with only 100% crew. If only with 100% crew, then 20% of a stationary vehicle is really good and 15% of a moving vehicle. This is pretty damn good, especially for this kind of tank, if it is not some kind of a typo over here, but we have to wait and see. As you guys know, as always, everything is subject to change. And yes, chains. Yeah, I cannot pronounce it, what can I do? Anyway, spotting, view range 400 meters. Once again, I respect it a lot. You can do some decent spotting as well while in hull down or while playing a little bit more aggressively, depending on the matchmaking, on the map and on everything else, as always. But these were first details about our upcoming Centurion Mk 1 RAAC, aka RAAC. Rock. That sounds awesome. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And moving on into the next topic, which is Clan Wars reward vehicles featuring 121B, M60, T95E6 and VK7201K. I have talked about those vehicles already, getting tuned, getting buffed a little bit, and I do not understand what they are trying to do with T95, or I did not understand what they were trying to do with T95E6, because previously they buffed it kinda and they nerfed a lot of stats as well, but all those vehicles, they entered into the second test phase or second buff phase. So let's take a look what they did. On 121B they buffed its view range by 20 meters up to 420 meters, which is really awesome. Premium heat ammunition received 20 extra penetration as well, up to 350. Reload time was buffed by 1.5 seconds down to 8.7 second reload time with this 390 alpha damage gun. It used to be over 10 seconds, so it is a lot better now. And the dispersion on turret traverse was also buffed a little bit by 0.02 accuracy points or dispersion points. And why I'm talking about those Clan Wars reward vehicles in the first place, even if you do not have them, you need to know what Wargaming is doing to all those tanks that you might face on the battlefield, and now you know that they are going to be a lot better, because at the moment you super rarely see 121B, and when you see one, it is so weak you do not even notice it actually. But M60, they did a lot of things. On M60, for example, top speed was buffed by 1.7 kilometers per hour up to 50. Once again, premium rounds up to premium heat rounds up to 350 penetration. Accuracy was buffed by 0.02 points. Aiming time was buffed by 0.2 seconds. Engine was buffed by 200 horsepower, so up to 950 horsepower engine now, which is a really huge difference. It is going to make a lot of difference on the battlefield. And dispersion on turret traverse was buffed as well by 0.02 points. So new M60, more like M48 pattern, I have to say, even though it keeps its epic weak spot on the top of the turret. Now moving on into the T95E6, at first they nerfed its hit points, as we can see over here, but they nerfed something else. I do not remember exactly what else they did, but now feels like they would actually like to buff it, because reload time was buffed by 1.1 seconds down to 8 seconds with 400 alpha damage gun. Engine power received plus 190 horsepower, so up to 750 now, and dispersion on the move and on hull traverse buffed by 0.04 dispersion points. So new T95E6 may be competitive now. We have to wait and see. VK7201K as our final vehicle in this list. Once again, premium heat up to 350, accuracy was buffed by 0.02 points, and aiming time buffed by 0.2 seconds. If I remember correctly, VK stayed the same in the second test phase, in my opinion. So, Clan Wars reward vehicles that are going to be tuned a little bit. But moving on, and let's kinda stay on the same topic, new global reward style. Most likely something for Clan Wars reward players once again. This is going to be new global map special reward Camo. I do not know exactly how people are able to get it, but this seems to be the Camo. Lighting is hitting something, and let me know what you think about this one, guys. For me, I have to be honest over here, for me it is a little bit too messy. It feels to be something that you can put on your gun in CSGO, but not on your tank in World of Tanks. For me, it doesn't fit. It is a little bit too messy, as I said, but let me know what you think about this one. Maybe you like it, maybe it is only me that doesn't like it so much, but you know, opinions are different, tastes are different, and I respect your opinion. So let me know what you think about this one. New global reward style. And moving on into our final topic today, Italian map called Provice is coming back into this game. We already received, or at least the Russian server did receive, its first ever Italian tank in this game called Progetto M35 Mod 46, and old Italian map is also coming back. They did a lot of tuning to this map, as you can see from the pictures as well. We have one river in the middle that we didn't have before, and they made it a little bit bigger, because believe it or not, but this original 600 by 600 meter map was available for all tiers. Even tier 10s were able to play on this map, and they were able to spot the entire side of this map without any problems whatsoever, depending on the positions. But there were a couple positions where you were able to do that without putting yourself into any huge risks. So before releasing it again for all tiers, it had to be bigger, and they made it up to 850 by 850 meters. And the middle area that you were able to see where that river is, the middle area that is separating two bases, two sides, is at least 500 meters long, so you are not able to spot the other side that easily anymore. But in my opinion, it still comes down to who has better light tank players and who has better snipers, because I can already see many positions where I would like to be with my light tank and where I would like to spot all the enemy vehicles. But overall, I have to say I am super excited to see one of the oldest maps returning to World of Tanks. So there are only a couple more maps that I would like to see coming back. Hidden Village is one of those maps, for example, so maybe Wargaming is going to work on that map as well. Sometimes it was frustrating, yes, but if they put a little more work into it, it might be something awesome. It has that potential, in my eyes at least. But ladies and gentlemen, this is our new upcoming province map, our old new upcoming province map. I can't wait. And this was my today's news episode. If you enjoyed, please feel free to click the thumbs up button under this video on the right side. Just move your mouse over there, thumbs up button, you know, and click on it. If you didn't enjoy, click the button next to it. I hope to see you in here tomorrow as well. Same place, same time. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.